Welcome back. And once again, it's me, the KNG. Today, we about to break down and unpack how are they turning these black boys to the other side, right? How are they effeminizing them? How are they um, dropping their testosterone? How are they pumping estrogen? You know what I mean? How do they go from the straight path to the Brokeback Mountain? I am just saying, today we're going to unpack it. And I want to know your thoughts and comments. So, if you're not liked and subscribed, go ahead and do so. And if you have things that you want to bring up that I didn't discuss, I'd like to hear about it. Likewise, if you just like my points, bitch, go ahead and let a nigga know. So what I did was I broke down how they are turning these black boys uh, to the other side, crossing over. You know, they got a different flag. You feel me? They staking claim on a different planet. You feel me? So how are they doing this? The first thing, or the first age group I want to talk about is that 3 to 5 age group, because you know you really don't know much about 1 to 2. You can't really remember. You start typically remembering around 3. And why is this important? Because likewise, around this time, people have traumatic events that shape them from their fears, uh, and these sometimes cause them to go down a different path, right? And it's not just this 3 to 5 age range, so the ages may vary. You know what I mean when I'm talking about the causes, but this is some of the earliest age range, right? So, um, 3 to 5, trauma, hitting it hard like something happened, and now they see themselves in the wrong body. They see themselves more emotional, blah 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 blah. Just they don't identify with strength. They are more vulnerable and identify with vulnerability, which is not necessarily a masculine trait. We are protectors, and as protectors, we have to, um, you know, overcome the fears. So it's one thing. Trauma makes somebody want to say, "Can you protect me, please?" Now 6 to 12 is another age range, and I want to put in that age range the food. So, food definitely has a key component into adding this estrogen, adding chemical makeups that are causing hormonal effects. You feel me? So, these people are, or these kids from that 6 to 12 age range, are now going into a developmental phase where what they're eating is now causing their body to mutate genetically, alter, and because of that, they might feel a certain way, or be looked at a certain way, and then have to take on a trauma that would cause them, you know, what have you. So the second thing is that food around that 6 to 12 age range. Now, also, and in the 6 to 12 age range is media and entertainment, right? So they start looking outside of themselves. They start, you know, being involved in friend circles, and you know, being exposed to different things on TV, on media, whether it's a phone, a tablet, or the television, right? So it definitely plays a part in their and makeup because they don't have discernment. They don't know um, what's entertainment. They just see things and they digest them as what it is. So if they see a cast and the only black male on the cast is homosexual, well, and they identify, you know, like for like with that cast member because they're black, they say, oh, okay, well, I'm going to start acting as somebody I like or I see myself in, and life imitates art. So that's that crucial part in that development is 6 to 12. Also 13 to 18. Now this is when it gets tricky. This is when it gets crazy, crazy blood, because now we're entering into where mainstream white America sees them as adults. Yes, at 13 years old, mainstream white America sees black boys as adult men. Okay? So now, 13 to 18, such a pivotal part because, as I said, they see them as adults, so they don't give them the leeway of having mistakes as children. So now it's to the school to prison pipeline, where they go from going to a juvenile facility, and you have people in the juvenile facility that are, showcasing signs and of old traumas or being a certain way because of entertainment from years prior. Now they're in there, and now that becomes a lifestyle because recidivism is a real thing. I mean, it's like 84, 87% that go into the system stays in the system. And likewise, they stay on that track of this is what is normal. So you also have people that are trying to go to the highest level of competition, whether it's in basketball, whether it's in football, and you have these pedophiles, right, that are coaches, that are leeches, that are, agents or what have you, people that are in the industry or in the business that are supposed to be authorities that are doing outrageous things to kids and saying, hey, I'm going to help you make it to the league. I'm going to help you make it to the league. I'm going to make sure you get to the right college. I'm going to blah, 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 blah. All you got to do is do this. This is all you got to do. All you got to do is do this right here. And they put them in compromising positions, quite literally. And they have um, issues now that they've been, uh, you know, dominated over, and they ultimately want to dominate over another man in that same physical way, right? Because hurt people. Fuck calling it culture. And we also go into the 19 to 25 range, right? The 19 to 25 range is the music industry, right? I wanted to mention that because um, the music industry, as everybody knows, has people inside that industry that are holding and waving the flag, So you always hear these stories of people going to these parties or being handed drinks and taking compromising pictures and whatnot that now are held for blackmail, and they have to get down how they get down to keep the secrets from leaking, right? So I'm just gonna stop right there because I didn't really come up with 26 to 37. It's just really you are an adult at that point, fully grown. But some of these things in your earlier childhood and life might cause that development at that age. So, you know, definitely that 13 to 18. I mean, all of these ages are critical, but this is how they turn uh, black boys into effeminate, non-masculine uh, black men who happen to be homosexual, right? So I'm going to end it there. Let me know your thoughts and comments, and until the next time.